I was lost and you were found, and I never knew how far down I was falling.
Oh, man. Do I need to get the Kleenex out? What's going on here?
He's dead.
I've never seen you cry.
He's dead.
Who's dead?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf's dead?
Gone.
When did he die? Today?
A couple of days ago.
Oh, what happened?
The Loaf.
How old was he?
Loaf was about 74. If you met him in person, would you go, hello, meat? Mr. Loaf?
Mr. Loaf? I don't know why I said Dr. Loaf.
Dr. Loaf. Well, here's the thing, and my mate Andrew Jost reminded me of this. Bat Out of Hell is one of my 5 most influential albums ever.
Hang on, isn't that AC/DC?
Oh, please.
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell is Bat Out of Hell. Oh, Jesus.
Can we cut this from the thing?
Please. Bat Out of Hell was Meatloaf's first album. Came out in 77.
Yeah, well, I wasn't born then.
Yeah,
I don't think you can
matter.
have a go at people for not knowing albums.
Oh, you got to know Highway to Hell, Bat Out of Hell.
I know Highway to Hell. It's just when
Yeah,
right.
so Bat Out of Hell comes out. And
What does the bat out of hell mean anyway?
It means fast. Like you're flying. We're going to hit the highway like a bat out of hell. I'm going to sell my black neon bike.
Like, I think...
Yeah, they're fast. They go whoosh past your eyes.
No, they don't. You've seen the fruit bats. They're kind of like gliding
they're not fruit bats.
past.
They're they're monster
like
bats.
A speed
they're
bat.
bat bats.
Like a speed bat.
Speedy bats.
All right, so
like
you got
bat
your bats flying fast.
Bats are coming out of hell, right? They're going really
I
fast.
thought it was too hot for bats
will
in hell.
you
Like, they're
give
like
Meatloaf-
caves.
Well, they're down in
All
the
right.
devil tonight.
Bats are coming out of
So
hell.
bats are flying out of hell. And look, in 77, there wasn't a lot going on. We'd just finished the Vietnam War. The glory days were sort of sinking slowly. There'd been a drawn grand final. And then Loaf comes along. Meat comes along. Dr. Loaf. And he released Bat Out of Hell. And all of us had the songs for a generation. You couldn't miss with a girl.
See, Meatloaf is kind of daggy for our generation.
Oh, please.
Like, he's very daggy.
But he was even daggy then, but the songs are a bit like James Blunt. The songs were so good that no girl could resist your charms but don't feel bad. Sad even. Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd look at you and go, all right, he's got money, he's okay looking, but he's a bloody...
Are we talking about
can't
you or
put 2 and 2 together. Well, both.
Right. So he was like your spirit animal.
He was a spirit. He was there for the common man.
He was there, right.
Kathy Klinger, she put on Meatloaf back in 78, 79, whatever it was, Bat Out of Hell. Everybody of my generation had their first kiss to the Loaf. You had a kiss and a cuddle, courtesy of Meatloaf, and nobody missed it. He was the Frank Sinatra of my generation and the last great crooner.
We're getting bogged down.
Don't destroy my trauma.
Well, I have just destroyed it.
That the Loaf is gone. All right, towards the end, and I do know this because my good friends, the Bat and Benny Katazi, not to be confused as Benny Catch a Taxi, Benny Katazi, they went to see him at the Burvale Hotel during the 2000s. He had a little period where he wasn't exactly... Well, his first tour here, he came out on stage with the oxygen tank and he gave it plenty of Paradise by the Dashboard Light. But then he did come back and play the Burvale.
What's the Burvale?
Oh, he was up there with the Sunny Boys and a couple of, Fleetwood Snack or, some cover band like Blabber or something like that, and the Loaf. Anyway, it was a sad day. He was the voice of romance for those of us who secured our wings in the late 70s, early 80s. And for all his downsides for that catastrophe at the grand final, Meatloaf, from the bald man and his many followers to you, hats off. For crying out loud, we love you. Which brings me to our little topic today.
Right, that was a
good segue.
Quick intro there, Baldman.
Your 5 most influential albums.
Ah.
I'm going to start.
Influential.
Well, you
So
know,
is that
the
like
ones.
the ones you listen to the most, or the ones that you
No,
remember
they're
the
just.
most?
They were
or-
just. They were just pivotal in,
I just-
representations of your life,
I
and I mean
feel-
albums. So anything
Yeah, I know
that
what
was
you
on
mean
a
by an
CD,
album.
anything that was on a CD,
I'm not that old.
possibly doesn't apply.
Oh, what do you
Well,
mean?
all right. It can be on
We
a
only
CD.
had CDs.
No, we didn't.
Well, we being my generation, John.
Oh, right. Yeah, true. Right.
So, I mean, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage
You are.
because
You are.
I grew up with the advent of the burning onto CD.
Yeah, well, we had the tape deck. You'd set by 3XY,
Yeah, but-
ready to press play and
But
record.
it
Bang.
was so
Got it.
easy to make up your own playlist, download songs, whatever you wanted at
Yeah.
whatever time.
Yeah.
Make your own playlist. Blah, blah, blah. The only reason I'm saying that is my list is going to be lame. Yours is going to be good. But anyway, let's go.
I'll
Let's
start you through
So
mine.
are we going 5 to 1? 5?
1 to 1, 1 to 1.
No. I mean, like, are we starting at number 5 and
I
working
didn't put
up
them in
a
order.
countdown?
I
Well,
didn't
just
put
do
them
it
in
in your
order.
head, bald man.
All right, number 1.
I don't know. 5. It's a countdown.
All right, number 5.
God.
Kiss Alive 1.
Is that...
Came
Yes.
out in about 75 or 6.
I'm going to... Okay.
And
Yep.
it was the first live album I'd heard, along with Made in Japan by Deep Purple. And the makeup, they played stadiums, which wasn't huge at that time. Rock and Roll All Night Party Every Day, that drum beat. And I heard it live in the 7th or 8th farewell concert of theirs I went to recently. But it was pivotal for the bald man.
More farewells than a rug.
Work
shop.
it. More farewells than a rug shop.
Rug shops are always going out of business, aren't they? Closing down. Last chance.
More farewells than Melly Mel, but no, a rug shop. For the last time, the Rug Shop
Yeah,
Boys.
It is.
Hey, they could be on with the Pet
Rug
Shop
Shop
Boys. The
Boys.
Rug Shop Boys.
I don't know about that.
So Kiss Alive,
Yeah,
I
all right.
considered it was edgy, it was dangerous, and the best part about it, they're still alive today, playing the same songs, and they're every bit as good. What's your number 5?
Well, I'm going with a little bit of curveball here, but
Right.
it is very quintessential 90s. I'm going songs in the key of Springfield.
Songs in the... Oh, Bruce
No.
Springsteen.
No,
man.
it was the Simpsons
Oh, Lord.
compilation of all the songs from the Simpsons.
Is there actually an album called Songs in the...
Yeah, Key of Springfield. It's got See My Vest, See My Vest, See My Vest, made from real gorilla chest, Flaming Moe's. Flaming Moe's, let's all go to flame. When liquor in a mug. When the weight of the world has got you down and you...
Michael Jackson?
No, that was, he almost had that affair with the country singer.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that
Bills
one.
to pay, a dead-end job, problems with the wife.
On that note, number 4, because Songs of Springsteen could go on forever. Number 4, Tattoo You, Rolling Stones. It was really their comeback album. They could have been done and dusted. And then... Ba-na-na, ba-na-na, na-na-na, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, if you start me up. And it just changed the world. Leo Farrell, best imitation I've ever
Can
seen.
you imagine the world if that riff didn't exist?
No.
I can't imagine.
You wouldn't be able to
that
start it. Microsoft wouldn't exist and nothing would ever have started. How can you
world.
start
What would we
something
be doing?
without...
So we'd just be back in the...
We'd
When
just
did
be-
that come out?
1980, I reckon.
80s. We'd
And,
be stuck at the start of the 80s. No computers.
That'd be it. Nothing had happened.
No Wall
Microsoft
Street
wouldn't have
crash?
happened because Start Me Up,
No
Microsoft
internet.
launched Windows with it. Start Me Up, and they're daggy guys dancing on stage. You've got to see it if you haven't. Best
It is
bloody
best.
thing
It's
I've
the
ever
most
seen.
cringe.
Oh,
It's just...
yeah.
It's
Puts the
cringe.
engine
It
cringe.
puts the
Give us your number 4 there,
CRING.
Kados.
Well, see, again, this is the problem with being my age.
Yeah.
But I'm going the very best of Crowded House.
Oh,
That was
great
the
record.
first
Well, can you have a
album.
compilation album?
I know. It was the first CD that I ever bought.
Okay.
I still remember
Okay.
walking past the CD shop. I was
Yeah,
about
yeah.
13 or 14.
It's like a
seeing it out the
Screamer
front.
or a Ripper 74, 75. I'll give you that.
It's
I'll
got
give it to you.
it's got all the classics.
Yeah, it does. Great band.
opens up with Weather With You.
Yeah.
You can't, I mean, you're just sitting there, and it was just the perfect soundtrack to my angsty teen 90s years.
Just as Kiss Alive was to mine.
Yeah.
Mine was Cold Gin Time Again. And yours was some floaty little sitting back at 49 Mount Pleasant Street. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that is a great record.
It is a great listen.
Is there any split ends on it? Because
No,
they
it's
were
just
Crowded
Crowded
House
House.
before
Yeah,
Crowded
I know,
House
but
were Crowded
it's
House.
just Crowded House.
No, well, that was my mistake. Number 3, Living in the 70s. Skyhooks. It brought a bit of... It's about as close to culture as we got in the 70s. You know, it was of our times. Everyone had it. There was a song on it called Smut, which was a bit dirty. But I'm living in the 70s. I feel like I lost my keys. Great lyrics. And you know what? I'm still losing the keys in the 220s. I'm living in the 220s. I feel like I still lost my keys. You don't need them to start your car, but you got to have them whether you
I won't get started on my $600 key.
Don't start on that. That's another potty
That is
all
another-
on its own. Give us your number 3, Kados.
Well, early 90s.
Yeah.
While everyone, you know, some of the more, I guess, cultured album listeners were getting into your Nirvanas, your Neverminds, your Pearl Jams, your U2s.
The grunge phase. Yeah, Seattle.
Lion King soundtrack. What? I would have listened to that bad boy 500 times plus.
Can you feel the love tonight? Is that one?
Be prepared for the coup of a lifetime.
I hate things where they talk lines. Hello, it's Lion King here.
It's just a classic.
Is it?
It's just every song's a banger, though.
Is it, though?
I just can't wait to be a king. The African sounds, you know.
You're putting
it's got
that
everything.
up against this. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, I didn't have the luxury of having nothing to do but listen to an entire album.
Hit the sack. You've been away. It's good to be back. We got Bon had died. We thought it was the end.
Are you up to number 1 already?
No, number 2.
You're
We
number 2.
we thought it was
There's
the
only
end.
2 left.
Well, 2 for me, 3 for you, maybe. I don't know if you call those albums. When Back in Black came out, Brian Johnson had replaced Bon. Tigers had won the flag that year, 1980. And Back in Black, that riff, it just said, "Don't worry, boys, Bon lives on." Dun, 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 dun. And still, I think the quintessential rock and roll album. A riff beyond all riffs. Back in Black in at number 2. What's your number 2?
This was the first record. So I just snuck into records. First record that I ever owned was Michael Jackson, Bad.
Bad? Not Thriller.
No, I was too young
Thriller
for Thriller.
sold the world out.
Yeah.
And Bad, well, you were ahead of your times.
Bad was a good album. I was 8.
Yeah.
I was 8.
You were into Michael Jackson at 8. So you've gone, I'll have a copy of...
Michael Jackson came before Lion King soundtrack.
Copy of Lion Cringe, followed by Jackson and the...
Because Lion King was on the CD, whereas Bad was on the...
It was a record, wasn't it?
Record.
I'm bad. It's tragic. I can't.
Not Billie Jean. What's the word? Smooth Criminal.
Oh, great song.
Was on that.
It's a ripping album.
Man in the Mirror. I was listening to Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, underrated.
So such a good song.
We're going to
such
have
a good
to
message.
come back. So give us your number
but
1.
I really struggled to choose between Dangerous and Bad because Dangerous is also an exceptional
pretty good.
album. Black and White.
Politics aside, you could sing a song. So give us your number 1, Kate, and I'll finish off. I'll finish off.
Well, actually, I don't think I did this properly ordered.
Right.
But probably but in terms of maybe not the best album on the list, but most influential in terms of me listening to an album was Odyssey No. 5 by Powderfinger.
Yeah, okay, you can have that.
That is a really good album.
That's
like,
probably
I would say
your
it's
generation's living in the 70s, isn't it?
Best Australian... Can I say it's the best Australian album of my generation?
You know the best song on that?
Can I say that?
Oh, yeah. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pill. Space Odyssey. David Bowie. So I was going to have changes in there, but actually my number one album. That's a good song.
Such a good song.
My number one album, and I'll take you out on this note, tragically is I Can See Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Bat Out of Hell. God bless you, Meatloaf. We love you. We'll never forget you. You made our teenage years what they were. And Jim Steinman along there with him. I can feel my faded Levi's bursting apart, my friend. Bald man out.